working with my team of architects and artists and teachers, engaging with students of government school in Delhi. So we worked with over 50 government schools in East Delhi alone. The idea was to inculcate creative learning as we are architects and artists. So the idea was to use the architecture, the space of the school for learning through art, through play. We designed a series of interactive art tools or creative communication strategies embedded in art intervention, which were to become a part of the school campus. So probably over the 2 years, we worked with over 120 art installations in the different schools. The art product as well as the art process that led to those interventions were both brought together in participation with the students. So the students were active participants in the process of bringing that together. We had interactive engagement workshops, including storytelling, clay modeling, mapping, drawing, a space for students to express themselves around the various themes we were working on, like ecological sustainability, socio-cultural perception, gender stereotypes, mapping their everyday environments, like the previous speaker talked about, their neighborhood, emotional well-being, human values. Those were a few of the themes we were working on. The final art products inculcated the expression of the student community and became a part of their campus in a way that their everyday learning by playing with those installations, with those spatial art products. The idea was to create a child-friendly learning environment. That was the theme behind our work. We were trying to take into account that children have different creative types. Somebody's the artist, somebody's a thinker, an adventurer, a maker, a dreamer. And the idea was to tap into the different kinds of creativity and allow children an expression, which becomes a permanent part of the school campus as a reminder for teamwork, for engagement with one another. We were also trying to touch upon different types of knowledge domains: factual, conceptual, systemic, procedural, perceptional, to bring a variety of expression and build a variety of intelligence in students, which is spatial, interpersonal, logical, and more. The idea was to create a holistic, all-encompassing approach towards learning, keeping art in the forefront of this process and using the everyday school environment that children interact with as the foundation for it. Also to bring learning from outside of the classroom and from being a unilateral process between the teacher and a student to be inherent in the entire school campus as children go out through playtime, through recess time, where they have a sense of ownership towards the art products they have created, which are now permanently a part of their corridor or their playground or the tree. Like we had a small workshop where children created clay frogs and fishes and birds, and we created a small frog pond in their playground under a tree and had the birds hanging from the tree, so they could connect not only with the theme that we were talking about endangered species and how pollution and climate change endanger frogs and birds in Delhi, but they could also relate to it. Oh, that's the bird I created. That's the bird my friend created. So it was a very personal process of learning and a very hands-on process of learning. The idea was also to make students stakeholders in their process of learning and exploration, motivating them to learn from their environment. And the idea is to facilitate the process of absorbing knowledge through everyday interaction and play. To conclude, the outcomes we recognized were an evident freedom of expression that children felt through that process outside the limits of the classroom, as learning intersected with joyful and collaborative play. Children could interact with the seniors and juniors and trigger conversation about the themes we were touching upon. And the idea also helped them explore the potential of art as a medium for learning beyond the boundaries that separate different disciplines or isolate art from learning about everyday life.